lost our minds in the darkness of night. We live to die. We lose our souls every day. We lost our minds. We don't remember what's wrong and what's right. What's right. The world is dead but we stay. 'Cause we are born as living fights. We live to die. We live to die. And we surrounded by the night. We live to die. We are shadows in the neon light. We are shadows in the neon light. We are shadows in the neon. We are We are just shadows. It's supposed to be that we die. It doesn't matter if there is no light anymore, no light anymore. 'Cause we are born as living.
What's up? Oh, and we just hit our first ZFYRJNPI. Three, two, and bring this here, then we come over here, and then we grab this here, and we're able to put that there, then we're able to put this here, then we're golden from here, then we change this to Z5000, shaboom, and then we are good here, and then we go there, and then we do this. Alrighty, right. I forget. I don't think we listened to this because we've been having the Prime on. The Hola Prime. When we come over here, go to a view of tubes. We're gonna get some things up here, and then we will be fine. And then we bring up the MetaTrader 5. Boom. Boom. And boom. And
that was like pretty much the trade. I didn't get it quite as long as I got out when I saw it started pushing up again, something like that. But yeah, I could show yesterday's trade. That's that's something. If it's a really boring session, I could do that, like a little video and explain that. But as of now, there's nothing I can really show in the live market. So yeah.
Amazing. Now it's just just a waiting game for you, but a little bit waiting for prices to sort of like break out of that range and do something.
Pretty much. It's just part of trading, isn't it? It's like every time someone goes, Sage FX goes, James being desperate. I don't get that, to be honest. Oh, James, right, yeah, James being desperate. Right, I'm with you now. Because he wanted to come in. What else, Jay?
Where was that coming from? Oh, James. Oh, Sage FX James being there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
James got to take a day off. The only person who wants to work on the day off. But hopefully it wouldn't be a boring session. I mean, I really hope within the next, 20 minutes or so, we actually get to one of these areas. Otherwise, I want some action in the live session,
The action
I've
packed.
only ever entered,
Alright, for real though, what time is it?
Mara goes, where is Robert? I came here especially for him. Oh, Robert, of course, Robert. So I don't know if you know Walter, but Robert is one of our... Oh, there he is, Robert. Yeah, he is here. Amazing. Robert is like our #1 fan. He comes on every session, always leaving great comments, words of encouragement.
Amazing.
He's awesome. Robert's the best. He's right now Ola Prime's live stream's #1 fan. He's got that title.
Nice.
But yeah. Alright, maybe I can show the video of yesterday.
Yeah, so things are moving on gold actually. So now it's actually about to get split. Very, very fast. I'm not having a nice turnaround for the week.
Oh, let's see what's going on. Did we break up? Okay, let's get...
Do you wanna share your screen?
Yeah, of course. Yes, I can.
No, I'm gonna take this bet. I will take it.
I would also take a look as well because I'm looking at Bitcoin. So I could talk about sort of what I'm looking at on Bitcoin to the dollar.
You know, I'm just gonna take a quick... Uh-oh.
There we go. Just share my screen now. Yeah, so as I said like a few minutes ago, so at the time price was down here, I was long. So my entry was at the H1
Ouch.
imbalance.
Ouchie.
And aiming to take profit at the next buy side target, which is intermediate high. Well, this is high, which is more visible on the 30-minute time frame.
Whoa.
I'll go down to the 30. You can see the high I'm referring to. So these are actually relatively equal highs right there. Right? So relatively equal highs at 3952. And then if price were to break above this high, it will likely take up this high. If price were to break above this high, it will probably head towards the all-time high on gold, which currently is sitting at $2,956.18. So yeah, so pretty quick trade.
Honestly, if it breaks here, we're gonna get hit.
After that, we'll see if there's any going to be. So after price takes up this high, it's going to be a lot easier for me to evaluate and see if there's potentially going to be another setup for New York, but this is the main one for now. And then I'll just take a quick browse at Bitcoin because, again, I've been waiting for something to set up on this, and it looks like it could potentially set up in New York session. Not a big fan of trading Bitcoin in New York because it tends to, for whatever reason, move in the middle of the night or Asia session. But, well, not for whatever reason. There's actually a lot more trading activity in Asia.
Let's go. Ooh,
So,
we're going up. I don't think we...
Yeah, so Bitcoin currently has been bearish for the past few weeks, right? And it's been very interesting because I remember the last session I had a session on, I think on Thursday. I meant at the time I mentioned I was short Bitcoin, and I was anticipating Bitcoin to take out this low. So if we zoom out, this is the low that was created on the 28th of February at 78.141k. So price did eventually take out that low, and after taking out the low, it rebounded back into the range.
Oh man.
So I guess now the question some people are asking is this it? Is Bitcoin?
What time is
I just
it?
sort of feel like so many people are so like bullish on Bitcoin that
6:40.
they just get completely
No
fast.
news.
They're just looking for every sign that Bitcoin could be bullish, and then they miss out on taking short-term shorts.
Did we get the
Currently,
news
I
that we
don't
wanted?
think the bullishness back to the new all-time high
Uh-oh.
has started yet.
Uh-oh.
For two reasons.
Uh-oh.
Primary reason is because the 4-hour hasn't given any defined break of structure to the upside.
Looks like
So
we're about
the
to
4-hour
get
is still very firmly
annihilated.
within a bearish market.
Stop
Right.
filled.
All the market has done, if you take a look on the daily time frame,
So
all the
462
market has
loss.
done, it's traded
Ouch.
back into this daily imbalance. So it's gone from sell side liquidity below this low to buy side liquidity pool within its imbalance. So logically,
I'm waiting for a pushback into here.
Where do you think the market is going to head to next? I think it's going to head back down, and it's going to seek some sort of sell side liquidity. I'm not saying it's going to seek sell side liquidity below the low that was created on the 11th of March, because there are some other intermediate lows on the 4-hour and the 1-hour that I'm targeting. So on the 1-hour, the next low that I'm definitely targeting for price to trade towards
Order
is
filled.
80k. So I do see the market trading back down to 80,000 to 80.5k on Bitcoin. So the
Doesn't
setup
always
that I'm
work,
waiting for
folks,
this
but we're gonna
is
give it a
straightforward.
shot.
So I mean, during PPI, we saw the market traded.
I think I just lost
Right
the
into this
internet.
imbalance. So I marked out this imbalance in London because I was waiting patiently for price to trade into this imbalance for me to take the short. But I was having dinner, PPI took place, and the market pinged that imbalance, so I kind of missed this entry. But the second entry opportunity I'm now waiting for is I'm waiting out for the market to break below this low. So you see this low that was created at 82.2k. The market will eventually break that low. The moment it does, and the moment I see a new low below this low, this region becomes my new area of interest, right? So it's very simple. Market breaks this low, not just in a single candle. I want to see a swing low form, and on the 15 minutes time frame, that's going to be at least 3 candles. So it's going to take at least 45 minutes for some sort of setup to form. Could be an hour, but I'm waiting for a swing low to be defined below this candle. After that, AOI is going to be this order block. Then an entry opportunity is going to be at that order block. Stop loss goes above the high, and I will essentially be looking to. So this is going to be the trade. So entry there. If there's an imbalance, I will just take an entry at that imbalance. Stop loss above the high, and then take profit at the low of 80.5. Right. So that'll be a nice one to do risk reward. So,
Come on.
So that's what I'll be
Come
looking
on,
for.
no.
Potentially that sets up within the next hour and a half. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to probably be there at that point. So,
All right, all right.
look at that.
We're up.
Given that nice shoot into my profit target. Very nice, very quick. That's why I love it. That's why I trade it.
We are not up on the other.
Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it takes the absolute piss. Like it's been doing for this week. Especially within the trade. The gold does this weird thing every now and then where it just gets stuck in a range like this, and then you're just holding your position, and then you're just like, I know this is gonna stop me out, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just gonna wait for the next good trade to show up. So yeah, so that's it for me anyways. Right now it's just a waiting game, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, gold always scared me. I don't know. Every time, like in the past, I've ever traded gold, I'm fearful of it. I don't know why. It's one of those instruments. I hated gold. Like
People fear what they don't understand. The moment you understand it, the fear eases. But gold is like a white bull. You know, you learn to ride a bull, like those Spanish people that they play with their lives, you know, on the bull runs. But once you know what you're doing, once you know the signs to look out for, you know when
What
to
is
get out of the way.
AG?
Like with gold, the best time to get out of the way is before red news. So like if I'm in a trade before red news event, doesn't matter how much profit that trade is in or how much loss that trade is in, I'm out. I'm not gonna wait for the price to. I'm not gonna wait for the market to like wick me out for no reason. So with gold, like definitely, like it requires so much more discipline than like euro dollar, pound dollar. So much more discipline, so much more patience. But it moves very, very gracefully. Like when it moves, you know. But when it doesn't want to move, it makes that very clear to you that it's not going to move, and then you just like see it in your hands.
Whew, waiting game.
I think for me it was like the volume on gold. When you look at the volume, like the footprint and stuff, it just never made any sense to me. So, like the numbers just didn't represent what I was seeing a lot of the time. Maybe that was, I don't know, maybe I got the data wrong. I don't know.
No, because it's very it's decentralized. I mean, you're not gonna get the same. You're not gonna get the same data in a market like gold or even FX as you would with the market you trade, because the market you trade goes through an exchange. All orders flow through the exchange. So through that, it's a lot easier to get more accurate data. Whereas gold is decentralized. There's data coming in from different brokers, different banks, different exchanges all around the world. You know, and they have to like aggregate that information, and there's going to be a lot of order flow that goes through black boxes. So these are orders that just are not going to be publicly available or accessible until after the market closes. So yeah, gold will be like super hard to trade just using order flow or just using volume print alone. You're not going to get accurate information.
That's exactly it. I mean, like, even though obviously I was using the volume based on the CME, so it was actually a centralized exchange, it's not taking into
Order
account
filled.
all, like you said, all the other decentralized areas, right?
Yeah.
FX, etc. And although they're technically two different charts, they mimic themselves pretty
Uh-oh.
accurately. But like you said, in terms of order flow, I mean, look, it wasn't completely off, but you're right. There was like maybe 20% inaccuracy in it, and that in itself.
I wonder if it's gonna bounce
Indices,
low.
pretty much.
That's what we're hoping for here.
You can do like CFDs, but then
Yeah, exactly.
it's minor.
That's a derivative. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like you can almost count up the orders and it balances, right? Like you can almost.
Yeah.
That's how good the data is. You can almost count up every buy and sell and all the delta, and it actually like balances out, right? Like mathematically it balances out, and that's what I love about it. It's so spot on. The only
Yeah.
one that I feel truly confident trading it. So,
No, absolutely. Like for your definitely for your style of trading, like trading exchange traded products is like that's the way, because that's how you're gonna get your accurate data. Because you're very data driven in your style of trading.
oh yeah.
So it's like your accuracy is like of utmost importance.
Yeah. No,
Whereas with this one, it's more like order flow and price action. And the thing is, like with gold, because I've been looking at it for so much, is like I can just go on an empty piece of chart. Like a lot of the time, I like to trade with two charts, like one with all my analysis and the other one with nothing on it. Because sometimes it's easier to see what, like if I have a lot of stuff on my chart, it's easy to get
Stop,
information
Bill.
bias, right? When you miss one crucial piece of information. But then when I have like a blank piece of chart like this, it's easy for me to see the bigger picture. Because then it's like, when a market is consolidating like this, you know, I notice straight away. Because with something like this, all I have to do is wait for the market to take out key highs and key lows. But if my bias is bullish, I'm just waiting for the sell side to be tapped. If it's bearish, I'm just waiting for the buy side to be tapped. That's how easy it is. Like something like this again. Like you have this range, and then the market comes down, taps the low, and then after tapping the low, it runs. Right? Stuff like this is so easy to, like, it's so easy to miss when you have too much stuff on the chart. But then when you're just like looking at the pure price action, it's very easy to see this. Again, it's like another consolidation, and then the market taps the low, and then runs in line with the bullish bias. And this is literally, it's almost like what is the secret to trading gold? Like this is it. Just wait for the consolidations, identify the trend direction, wait for it to tap the high or the low in line with the trend direction, and then that's when you're looking to trade it. because it tends to like consolidate quite a lot. It's like once you get into the flow of it, like you're gonna get situations like this. Like this, for example, screwed me over. It could be. It doesn't matter whether you're in the right direction. It doesn't matter. You still get tapped out because the market is just like wicked. This was on Friday, NFP, by the way. NFP was brutal on Friday. It was just untradeable, absolutely untradeable for me this Friday. So yeah, so I got out before NFP and I was like, I'm gonna wait until after NFP because there's gonna be an opportunity. And then I was like, all right, because I was actually bearish on gold. So I got out of NFP and then the market basically came up, like it came down and then it came up and it took out the high.
It's still going low, baby.
Like, cool.
Should have stayed in.
And then so actually no, my initial entry was after the market took out this high. Right. So my initial entry was actually right, yeah. And then it ran down and I was like, cool, I'm in profit. And immediately, and then I just blink, I go away to get some food. And then I come back and I see that I've been stopped out. And I'm just like, what the hell's going on here? The market gave a higher high. And then I'm like, am I in the wrong direction? And for the first time in a while, I was actually doubting my direction of bias. I'm just like, this is definitely short. How is this given like such a crazy new high? And then it came back down into the range, and then I'm just like hesitating, like should I buy, should I sell, should I sit out? And I just ended up sitting out of this because I'm just like this completely caught me off guard. Like this stuff I caught me off guard like crazy. But then it came down, created an imbalance, tapped that imbalance, and it ran down and took out the low. Then the next day gave that continuation to the downside. But stuff like this, yeah, it screws me up from time to time.
Look, I mean that would screw anyone up, right? Because if you were you were short there, but even if you went long, the same thing would have happened. You know what I mean? Like
the same situation. Yeah.
Everyone got stopped out on that little area. That was just
it was just this was brutal. So this is known as a board clearing move, right? So it's just like a form of manipulation to take up buyers and sellers from the market, clear the board, and so fresh orders can pour into the market. But yeah, like every now and then, like everyone's going to be a victim to some sort of board clearing move in the markets, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens. You know, it's just part of trading, and you try and have good risk management. Matrix says, it's a comment, is Eagle coming today? I believe Eagle is scheduled later. Let me just double check for him.
So it did come hit the low. See, I need to stick with the strategy that I have in hand.
Session, Matrix. So the third session, last call. So in about, what time does that start? Can't do the math in my head now. In a few hours, say about 3 hours or so, Eagle will be live. So yeah, tune in for it. Let's have a look at the chart. I had my alert go off.
You can share. Let's see what's happening.
These headphones that I got, some cheap ones I bought just for these live sessions, and they're generally quiet, but every time there's a trading view alert, it deafens me. And understand, it makes no sense. The loudest thing on the planet it like hurts my brain every time the trading view alert comes on. But otherwise, it's quiet. So I don't know.
Turn on the volume for trading view.
Sorry?
Turn down the volume for trading view. So you can specifically turn down the volume for the apps. Do you use trading view on the website, or do you use trading view as the actual application?
This is the website, yeah. This is the actual.
Oh, you use it from the website. Oh, I see.
I didn't realize there was an application. I'm gonna be honest.
There's a desktop app. You can download it on your desktop, and you can just and you can just, that's what I do. That's what I've been sharing on my screen. You don't need to go on the website. That's like the best way to access TradingView now. Rather than having to go on the website and sign in, you can just open the app and you're already logged in, your chart's already saved, and it's just like any other app on Windows. Yeah, pretty cool.
Genuinely had no idea. I got the mobile app, but I didn't realize it was a desktop one as well. That's amazing. I'm gonna download that after the session.
Yeah, check it out afterwards.
Never know about that. Oh dear.
That's funny.
Dang, I missed it. I missed it. I was, I don't know.
Get in for
I,
a while.
I was out. Was
What I'm
out.
doing now is basically counting up roughly the kind of volume the sellers pump into the market. Because we pushed down, so the open was, where did we open? Around here, yeah, here, 1:30 UK time. So we had, 1,000 here, well, basically 2,000, 800, 800, say another 3, 4,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll say about 10,000 contracts, right, on the sell side. Obviously, it will be a bit more, but I'm just ignoring the smaller numbers, just trying to give the bigger chunks, right? So I've got a rough count in my head. We've got about 10,000 sell contracts. So I want to expect to see at least, so something's happening now. These could be the sellers getting out, taking a bit of profit at the lows. That's probably what we're seeing. Right now that we're seeing these bigger buy numbers coming in exactly at the low. I can check the depth of market as well. Yeah, the depth of market seems pretty standard. So these are people taking profits. We got these sellers exiting, but there's still a lot of sell pressure in the market right this second. I had, 10,000 counted? I'll say about 8,000 now. We've got another one going out there. If we get to about 5,000 count, then I will potentially see an opportunity for a trade. But I really need these sellers to get out the market before thinking about entering. Just switching it to the 5 minutes. Sometimes it's easier to see on the 5. Other times it's easier to see on the 15 minute. I quite like the 15 minute. And I'm just keeping my eye on the actual contract, seeing, are more sellers trying to sell, which they are. There's a lot of activity going on. There's actually new sellers getting in and existing sellers getting out and taking profits. So that's quite interesting. So I'm going to give it a bit more.
Order filled.
I don't think it's going to happen right now. I have a feeling it's going to push down a little bit more. And there will be a trap appearing very soon. So that should be quite interesting. So my guess is we're going to do this. We're going to push down a little bit more. Then you'll see the more heavy volume come in. Start going against them, and we'll have a trap set up. That's my gut feeling. But obviously anything can happen. But I'm still seeing sellers piling on the orders. There are a lot of them getting out as well, taking profit, but not too many. But we've still got plenty of sellers. I want to see those people trading a breakout, right? So we just literally broke out ever so slightly to the today's low. But yesterday's low would be really nice if we got down to there. We just have a huge amount of people believing it's just going to flood down and get trapped. That would be lovely, because then it would really ping up with some speed, and some momentum. We can get a really good trade going in. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that. Let's look at the comments while that happens. Robert says, what does Sam trade other than S&P 500? Nothing, Robert. Literally just the S&P 500. Gives me everything I need. One or two trades a day maximum. And when I say two, I mean sometimes you get in, realize you didn't have the best entry, you get out, and then you get in at a bit better price, but it's still part of the same trade. Sam, if you're using Windows, you can right click the ball icon on the bottom right of your screen. Open the okay. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Tech support, this is beautiful. There we go. All right. I shouldn't be deaf anymore. Thank you for that, Robert.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Much appreciated. I'm not going to be deaf anymore. But yeah.
That's what I wanted to show you earlier. But I was like,
It's all good. It's just these cheap headphones. No balance. But they're good enough to live. Yes, still the same situation. I'm not seeing anything anything worth jumping in. What I am seeing is like sellers are jumping out of the market.
Dang. Okay.
But the majority are still very, very much in the market. You can see these numbers getting big on the buy side. 1,000, 600, etc.
Okay, we're just losing this account now.
This push down, taking profit. So normally you could jump in for a small trade. Once you start seeing a lot of sell pressure get out, you could probably like jump in. It's not my favorite. So imagine you jump in here. You could do a very small scalping trade, right? It's not my favorite setup because no one is trapped, right? And the reason I like people getting trapped is because it forces a move in the market, right? If someone is, if someone is trapped right now in the market and it's going against them, they're forced to exit, essentially, right? Because it will get the most immediate response out.
Order filled.
If it's more like, it's coming up and you're waiting for sellers to defend their position. For example, there's two setups, right? When you're reading the volume, right? So you've got the setup where, like, you see there's like heavy volume came in here, right? This area here. 2,000 contracts basically, another 800. Nice big chunk of heavy volume, which was very successful for these sellers, right? Push the market down.
Stop filled.
Right?
We gotta bring that back. Bring it back.
Pushes up and gets to that area. Naturally, these sellers are gonna, or other sellers are gonna see, hey, look, it worked out for these guys. Cool, might be a good area to short the market. So you're gonna have sell pressure come in again, right? They're like defending that area, defending that position, and hopefully it pushes it down again, right? So that's like basically like a retracement when you jump in, kind of like almost like Fibonacci, right? Fibonacci retracement. But you're just looking at it from the terms of volume. Now, that's one setup, but I don't really ever trade that style. And the reason being is because you're relying on other sellers, these people or new sellers, to make a decision to jump into the market, right? Actually put money on the line for that to happen, right? And, okay, look, there's a good chance that might happen, but it's not, no one's being forced to jump into the market. Does that make sense? Whereas when people are trapped, right? Now imagine we paint the other scenario. Imagine now you have loads of sellers coming in and they push the market down, and then you have a huge amount of sellers, right? Like all here, like right at the tip of it. Actually, let me draw that better. Let me make that more clear. Imagine the market pushed down, right? It did push down. Instead of all these buy contracts, we had a huge amount of sell contracts in this region. And the market's now pushing out against them. What if you were stuck in that position, if you were one of these sellers, right? You're going to be forced to exit the market. Okay, I tried to make a little circle, but it didn't work. But in this area here, you'll be forced to exit the market, right? And that's going to give it a much more of an immediate reaction. So that's why the trap setup is really the only one I really like to use. Just because it forces more of an immediate response. And what we're seeing here is essentially just sellers exiting the market, right? We had a little push down, nothing too major, and these sellers are just getting out of the market. But it's not it's not like a forceful getting out, like they're being trapped. They're literally just taking profit. A few people are getting out at break even, pretty much. You can see where the numbers spike up, align perfectly with like these people here, right? Where these bigger numbers are. These are just people getting out, probably at break even, getting stopped out, stuff like that. Nothing too major, right? And the volume wasn't big enough at the bottom. Okay, I want people who are trapped.
Good old Hola Prime. I think they're gonna be. Should I review them the first?
At the tip of the move. So like here, if there was a really heavy volume here, that would be the perfect trap setup. These are just people who made a bit of profit getting out. It's not going to cause a major reaction in the market, so I still think think we'll probably push down a bit more and break that low from yesterday, and then we should see a nice trap setup, especially in the ranging market. It's always going to be the lowest whenever you get these breakout trades, right? Whenever the breakout occurs, you're going to see lots of volume come in the market. People thinking, oh look, it's going to make new lows, and a lot of the time they're vulnerable and they're going to get taken advantage of. So that's kind of what I am waiting for to happen. I'm waiting for these lows to be truly taken out, and then I will see hopefully something good. Right, let's see comments wise. Or you can definitely trade those headphones. Go for both. Yeah, both are good headphones. I used to have a pair, but I don't know what happened. I think I left them on the plane. But never mind. Yeah, I left them on the plane, and I never. What are you gonna do?
You can just wave your goodbye. Watch your plane flying up and be like, bye bye.
Do you know what it was? I noticed I got off the plane already, like, I can't remember where I was. I think
Order filled.
past the passport security and all that. And then I realized, my headphones aren't there. So I asked someone who worked for the airline, whatever, or someone who worked at the airport about my headphones are literally on the plane. Can I go grab them? Or can someone grab them? No, we can't do. You have to fill out this form, go online.
Oh my god.
All this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's
What airline
literally,
was
I
this?
could see the plane. Heathrow.
Oh god, yeah. I can imagine that. I had a similar situation happen to me recently. So this is when I was coming back from Thailand, and then I thought, so I had my AirPods on, and I had my earphones on, but then when I got to I was walking, so you get out of the plane, you go down the steps. So I go to put my earphones in my airport, and I was like, how come my airport case? So tapped all around, I couldn't find it. I'm like, damn, I think I left it on the plane. And then I went running back up the steps, running down the walkway, running back to the plane, and I'm like, they wouldn't let me back on the plane, but I'm like, look, can you just go check my seat, please? Because I was sitting near the front. I left my, I think I left my case in there. So the guy goes in and takes a look. It's not there. I'm like, please, can you double check? Can I come in and take a look? It's like, no. It's like, there's nothing there. We just let there's nothing there. And I'm like, damn. And then I go to check my front pocket on the jacket I was wearing, and it was right there. It was like in my jacket pocket.
Very lucky. Very lucky.
So I was just being an idiot. I was just like, damn, can you imagine? I was like the first to get off this plane. I could have been the first to get out of this like damn immigration, but I had to run all the way back. And now I'm the last and I have to get into this long queue because of this, of like being forgetful. Goodness. But leaving stuff on the plane, or the fear of leaving things on the plane is the worst.
Yeah, because you're right. They won't let you back on. They won't. You have to go
Nah,
through such a long I just gave up with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth it almost, Because then I'd have to go all the way back to Heathrow, collect it on some other time. There's a fee you have to pay as well. I'm like, it's right there. Just go to the plane and grab my headphones, man. Like, it hasn't left. There's people cleaning the plane. Surely someone will pick it up and just,
Imagine having to pay a fee for your own personal property. The audacity of this.
Yeah, they make money on everything. What can you do?
Crazy.
What can you do?
Gold is, Bitcoin is setting up nicely.
Do you want to switch to yours?
Yeah, there's not much for me to say on this, but it's getting there. That's all I can say. I can share my screen and show you what I mean by that. Yeah, it's getting there. It's so exactly as I said in terms of the break below this low. Now I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for a swing low to form, but it cannot track back above this high, meaning it cannot be like a morning star formation. It cannot be a railroad track. It cannot be a track pattern. It has to be a firm and solid close away from this low. So yes, I'm waiting for now that. So the close of this candle, and then the third candle has to form a swing low, meaning the low of the third candle shouldn't go below this low. and it should close below the slow.
Oh,
as well.
look at that.
If the third candle either trades below the
We've
slow,
got movement, baby.
then it invalidates my setup. But if that third candle closes below the slow and doesn't trade below the slow, forming a swing point, then like that for me is like it validates the setup. The next step for me is to place a pending order. Now with this case, like a lot of the time, the safe thing to do is just to place the pending order at the edge of the range. So this is the low of the previous range. So it's usually safer to do that because with gold trades, like with Bitcoin, it wouldn't always mitigate against imbalances or prior highs and prior lows. It wouldn't always do that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But like in this case, like it did, but it did like after the move and then just waiting for a while, doing the ready, it kind of mitigated against that imbalance. So sometimes you can get more refined entries at imbalances, right? So as you can see, the market has created an imbalance right here. So I look for confidence, an imbalance within an order block range, confidence. So if you get a more refined entry there, stop loss goes above the high, take profit below the low. Or you could just place a pending order there, stop loss above the high, right? For me personally, I like to go for 1 to 2. So in this case, like minimum 1 to 2 RR. If price gets to this low, it's probably going to take out this low anyway. So I could still get a 1 to 2 just below this low, which would be nice. But yeah, because I've already gotten a nice trade from gold. I'm just going to aim for a more refined entry. And if price doesn't fill me in, then it doesn't fill me in. I wait for tomorrow. There's going to be many more opportunities and many more trades over the coming days ahead. But if price does fill me in at a nice entry and I can get a 1 to 2 to this low without needing to aim for an overshoot, for me, that's like a very safe and reasonable trade to go for. So yeah, so now it's just a waiting game. It's waiting for this candle to close in, well, it's only like less than 20 seconds. And then waiting for another 15 minutes. So like in a real time scenario like this, because I trade based on candles and I know how long to wait, I'll sometimes be like, cool, and just like set a 15 minutes timer. I go to the living room, maybe watch an episode of an anime that I've been wanting to watch, or make a cup of coffee or something, or just like get away from the screen because like 15 minutes is gonna go, right? You don't want to sit there spending 15 minutes watching a candlestick. That's just pointless. You know, you can achieve a lot in 15 minutes. So so I'm always like, what can I achieve in this 15 minutes of me waiting? So yeah, so that's that. And there is actually going to be a setup forming on gold as well in New York session. So I'll take a look at that as well real quick. If this forms before I go to bed, that would be absolutely amazing. Because I
Waiting
really
for this
trade.
to continue to break above, like what I want to see is this break above here.
That just makes my morning even more magical. You know, you wait, like if I wake up and I check my phone and it's like TP hit and it's 5 a.m., that's my natural alarm. I don't need to do anything else. I'm awake. I'm fully awake. I don't even need coffee that morning anymore. I'm like wide awake. I can just crack on with the day as normal.
Bro,
so
I can't sleep if I'm in a trade. Like when I used to do like try swing trading back in the days, if I was in a trade overnight, my dreams would be dominated of me in that trade, stop loss being hit, account load. I couldn't sleep. I don't know how you just drift off knowing you've got a I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Because I mean it's okay, so here's the thing, like if there's no revenue scheduled for New York, like that time is usually a very, very low volatile period. Not low volatile, I mean that there's no revenue. So, and it's always a managed risk. Like I would never enter a trade and risk like 90% of my account. So it's always going to be 0.5%, 1%. And in this case, because I'm already profitable for the day, I'm only going to be risking a small percentage of that. So I know that if I wake up tomorrow morning, there's one or two scenarios. A, I hit TP and I'm waking up to a nice profit, or B, I hit a stop loss and I take a small loss, but I'm still profitable for the day. So for me, either scenario is not bad. So I don't
think it's gonna break it.
Like, unless some dodgy shit happens and a broker decides to, I don't know, manipulate my orders or whatever. But that's like very, very unlikely.
Oh, it is starting to.
I could never do it.
But I feel you. Like there were times where like I hated. Like I don't like to always leave positions open overnight. But nowadays, like if I do see something setting up towards the end of New York session, like I really don't mind just letting the trade run as long as like the risk is good and the opportunity looks good. then it's not a big deal on that.
Yeah. Fair play. I mean, you've got more control of your emotions than I do, that's for sure. I'll just go over a few comments, what people said, real quick. Robert saying...
So just like type in a reply.
Yeah.
What was saying?
Stop build.
I'm just going over a few comments real quick. Robert says, "Dang, I need to switch back to the S&P 500. I'm hooked on the NASDAQ."
NASDAQ. Absolutely love that.
Yeah, I mean, look, the NASDAQ, S&P 500 are very similar. I just find the S&P 500 volume-wise has a bit more volume. It's a bit easy. Like the range from small to high volume is a bit bigger, so you can just easily see a bit more like where the heavy volume is. But to be honest,
She never got out of that one.
same thing, right? In the way it moves. Question for you, Walter. Robert goes, Walter, what anime are you currently watching?
Ooh, I'm watching Solo Leveling. That anime is absolutely, so Netflix, absolutely dope. And Sakamoto, I recently started watching that as well. Super dope anime as well. That's also on Netflix. Yeah, a lot of like the OG stuff I used to like. They're not really showing anymore. So nowadays I just find something that's actually like as an interesting plot of storyline. Well, Solo Leveling is definitely the #1 anime right now. That is on Netflix. Yeah, Robert, what are you watching yourself? Sounds like you also like your animes, huh?
Sounds like it. And then Robert goes, ha ha ha, Sam, yes. And then, if there is a trade you are waiting for, you also dream about it. That is true. Missing the trade.
Yes.
Oh, man, back in the days, if I missed a trade, it would annoy me more than if I got stopped out. Do you know what I mean?
I 100% understand that. Like, absolutely. And there was a point where like I would literally like I missed trades for a few consecutive days, and I wrote down in my notebook, and I was like, in primary school when you get punished and you're told to like write on a book over and over again, I will not do this again. I will not do this again. Like that's how I disciplined myself in trading. So like when I was overtrading before, I was sitting there and I'd be like, I will not overtrade. I will not overtrade. I will not overtrade. And then I would also do, I will pull up my trading plan. I will pull up my trading plan. And I write it like over and over and over and over again, right? Until my hands are tired. And then I put a timer. So I like, you have to do this for half an hour. So I like set a timer for half an hour. And I sit there and I write over and over and over again for half an hour. So yeah, so when I missed trades, I did that same thing. And I'm just like, I will pay attention every time I'm in front of my chart. I will pay attention every time I'm in front of my chart. Because that was something I sometimes struggled with.
What's the other one
It's
called?
Like, I would be waiting for a setup and then I'll get distracted.
Shangri-La. Something Shangri-La.
And then like I would start, I don't know, still watching something on TV and I'm like, all right, let me just go and do something. And then I'll go into my screen and then I'll come back.
Shangri-La
and not
Frontier.
only has my setup confirmed, it's triggered in my optimal entry point and it's not running away from me. And I'm there like, I missed it. And I hated that feeling so much. Hated it.
I know exactly it. And Matrix says controlling emotions is the key. Absolutely. Discipline, emotions, the whole psychology, one big package. And that includes risk management.
Yeah.
Psychology. Absolutely is the key in trading. 1,000,000%. But yeah.
Oh, look at that. Bitcoin wants to... Come on, just slow your ass down. It's already hit that imbalance, but a bit prematurely. Just chill. So I still need to wait for this.
Up pretty good.
So,
Up pretty good, guys.
Until this kind of closes, I can't actually place an order.
Right, I'm with you. What time frame is that? 15 minutes? I think? Quite low.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Oh, it says it on the screen.
Yeah, it says it right there.
I'm like looking up at the time, I'm like squinting my eyes. Robert replied, he goes, I haven't been watching any lately. Focused on learning, trading, and now getting ready to start 3D modeling again for some 3D printing. I hear solo leveling is good. I'm either stating that one or Shangri. Shangri-La
You know,
Frontier.
save Shangri-La Frontier for later. So solo leveling is ongoing. So I would say watch solo leveling up until the most recent episode. It gets released every Sunday, right? So watch solo leveling until you're caught up with it, right? And then you can start on Shangri-La Frontier whilst you're waiting for the next solo leveling episode to be released in the following week. But definitely, like, solo leveling is a lot more interesting than Shangri-La. That's my personal opinion anyways. I don't know what kind of anime. Some people like more action based, some people like more sports based. I don't know what kind of animes you like. But if you like action based anime, this also reminds me of a bit of like Modern Warcraft as well. If you were into gaming back in the days, yeah, you would absolutely love it.
All
This
right.
is looking good. All right, so with gold, I was actually going to touch on this. There is a setup that will take place in New York. It will be very similar to Bitcoin. So what I mean by that is, price is now broken outside of this range. So this is the pre-New York open range. So at this point, we're now waiting for a new swing high to fill. Okay, so now price is also broken above this high. Therefore, the next area of interest is going to be the all-time high. So now we're anticipating Bitcoin, or rather, I'm anticipating Bitcoin to actually take out the highest high and perhaps give a new high. Interesting times ahead. So yeah, so this setup will be simple for this break. It will be a swing point created. After that swing point has been created, then the idea is you want to go long. Where? Go long at this imbalance, at this order block. Or if you want to,
We're going for it. We're gonna try. We're gonna hopefully get.
So you could potentially
Get her.
your pending order at
Get back in. Let's go. Keep breaking up.
You could have it either below this
Here we go.
initial low,
It's going up.
or you could
We
have
got
below
it,
the
guys.
rose
We got it.
The rose good, right? And then yeah. So trades like this. So personally, I'm not gonna leave this. I'm gonna wait for this tomorrow.
Break above. Keep going.
If gold gives a new high in New York, that would be
Ooh.
very surprising. It doesn't typically do that. It sometimes likes to do it in Asia or London session. But I'm gonna wait up. And when I say tomorrow, because I'm based in Asia, so right now it's night time for me. Tomorrow morning for me is a new day, so it's an Asian session.
Would
So, yeah. So the way that I'll trade around all-time highs, I don't usually have a set target because I have no idea how.
We're getting out right there. We're getting out right there. If it breaks, it probably will. But we are so close to. We broke even
Ultimate target for gold
for the week. We're down $26 for the day.
my next ultimate target for gold.
We're bringing it back.
$3,000.
We're bringing it back.
Like I think eventually, gold will get there. Maybe this year, maybe next year, but eventually gold will get to $3,000 per ounce, and that would be something that it's going to be in the papers. So yeah. So with all-time highs, I would have an open order. I wouldn't have a set target. But what I would do is I would monitor every close 15 minutes.
What I'm curious about here, I'm going to bring it up over here just because it's easier to show you guys. What I'm curious though about right now is this.
The moment I see 3 successive 15 minutes,
What I'm seeing here, we might
top of my trade, and I'm
maybe
just
hit
and then I go to
the
30
day
minutes
before.
Now I need to
high
also
again.
see 3 successive 30 minutes candles as well. If, for example, I see on the 15 minutes 3 successive bullish candles, but only 2 successive candles on the 30 minutes, then I wait for the third bullish candle on the 30 minutes to close before I close the rest of my position, right? Now if you study candlesticks, you're gonna notice that it does this weird thing where an expansion is usually a minimum of 3 candles, right? So if you look at this, for example, if you look at this expansion, it's a minimum of 3 candles, right? Sometimes the expansion can have more than 3 candles, but if you have more than 3 candles, it's usually a multiple of 3. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 6 candles.
Vinland Saga, guys, if you haven't seen that.
And then we have another expansion. In this case, right there, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have another expansion, 1, 2, 3. Again, we're only counting the bullish candles, and any like trap candles in the middle are usually ignored. So this is just like a general like blow of price. So you have again 1, 2, 3. That's an expansive candle, and in this case we have another 1, 2, 3. So again on the 30-minute candle, after this 30-minute candle closes, we're probably going to see some form of contraction, right? So again, that 1, 2, 3, that's important for me to identify my expansive periods. Again, this isn't like a hard rule. This is just like a general rule of thumb of how I also see candlesticks. There's a lot of like, honestly, like when you're trading without a lot of indications, you notice a lot more about price. You notice these patterns a lot easier. You can see when the market is in expansive phase. You can see when it's contracting, and it's a lot easier to be patient through these sort of expansions and contractions. So yeah, so I hope that sort of like gives some sort of insight anyways into how to
Time is it?
New highs.
We're good on time. Ooh, news is about to drop.
Awesome. Yeah, 3,000 definitely. I think it's gonna happen. And one day you'll hit 4,000 and 5,000.
Natural gas stocks.
Gold will always,
It will.
Right? Unless
Yeah.
we magically find a massive, I don't know, unless a meteorite hits us and dumps hundreds, thousands of tons of gold on the planet, it's always going to be about appreciating.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a limited commodity. There's a finite amount of gold in the world. We can only mine so much every single day with our limited resources. And every gold that has ever been mined in the world, because it doesn't diminish. Every gold that has ever been mined still exists in some form of other, whether at the bottom of the ocean or in a bank vault somewhere in the world, or forgotten in some sort of in a cave where pirates would have left it behind from bounty hunting or whatever. So yeah, it's a finite commodity. It doesn't diminish. It's always going to be around. Hence why it's always going to have some sort of value that nothing else, like there's no other commodity, there's no other currency on this earth that would ever be able to simulate what gold can provide for us. Not even Bitcoin. So yeah.
I mean, it's actually useful. So many different
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look. I'm seeing. I'm not seeing the perfect setup. I am seeing.
Here's the news.
Sorry, my headphones.
News time. It's just natural gas exchange, so it said. I don't know
Let me share the screen.
how that.
Yeah, I've just unshared mine.
I'm guessing that could affect stock world.
I think you got another question from Robert.
Order filled.
Did you watch Vinland Saga?
Absolutely, I love Vinland Saga. I rewatched it. Actually, I watched it more than once. It was so good. Highly recommended. Yeah.
Very nice. Right, so we are kind of, like I said, there's a good chance those sellers would start defending that position. You can see that they're desperately trying to defend it. Didn't really work out too well for them. So there could be a potential kind of trap setup occurring. The only thing I don't like about it is where we are. We're in the middle of the range, right? And we're on the point of control. That's the only right. Otherwise, it wouldn't be too bad of a setup, right? Because you've had all this volume, right? These sellers came in trying to defend that area here, right? But they didn't actually manage to do it. You've got 2, 3, 4, basically 5,000 contracts. If it goes against them and we start seeing those really heavy buy numbers occurring up here, there is a good chance it can push up, right? Just don't like the fact we're in the middle of the range. I wanted to see that happen lower down, right? And the fact we're literally on the point of control, the most heavily volume traded area of the day, which generally means that there's a heavy volume generally means there's a lot of people willing to transact in that area. And if there's a lot of people,
I wasn't supposed to trade during these 5 minutes. What are you doing? What are you doing?
There will never be such a clean movement. It's always the lower volume areas where people get trapped. That's when you see the nice clean movement come in. So it's not perfect. I think there's going to be quite a bad battle here. Sellers are not going to give up that easily. Buyers are going to start trying to jump in. It's going to be we're literally in the most heavy volume trading part of today. And even yesterday, the most heavy volume was really not that far away. This whole area from here to here, just choppy, right? It's going to be choppy. You can see, yesterday it was choppy in there. Today it's choppy in there. I want to be trading outside of the really heavy volume areas, right? So I don't want to be involved in that battle. I kind of want to be involved where there is no major battle, but there is still people,
Stop, Phil.
getting trapped.
Dang it.
Making poor decisions.
All right. So
So yeah, I don't think the buy's going to push it up any minute now. I don't think
we were positive for the week.
It's going to go sideways for a little bit. We'll have a bit of a range, and eventually someone's going to win. But I can't call who that's going to be. What I can show is the trade I did yesterday. So that was a perfect trap setup. Trap setup. Like that. Had a Matrix coming with a comment. I heard Pakistan found a gold treasure recently. I pushed the price of gold down. I want to start shorting it.
Let's see how big this treasure was.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, let me remove that. Stop the screen. Now I only caught like towards the end. Pretty sure I can do the whole screen share, the whole entire screen. Screen. Stage. Will look a bit weird. Right. So. Move that out the way. I don't know. Right, so I've literally just recorded the screen. I've got this little graphics tablet I bought. I'm really excited to. Oh no, there it is. Really excited to try this out. So hopefully I can show where I entered. I'm sure I give a bit more. Actually, show the end. Can I do it? Oh, you can see it anyway. Okay, so surely I showed it in a bit better. Oh, that's very annoying. Why did I not? Okay, it's kind of a little bit off screen, but you can kind of see it. Is this the right video? Record a bell. I'm so sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I'm sure somewhere I zoomed out. Yeah, here it is. I did zoom out. I knew I zoomed out somewhere and actually showed my end. Go back there.
Order filled.
Alright, I really didn't record it too well, but essentially, you can just probably about see it. There was lots of heavy buying coming into that area. We had this ranging market, right? Just going sideways a bit. Just literally bouncing up and down. And it was ranging, a bit further back as well, but it's off screen. And then we broke out of that high, and we had all these buyers come in, breakout buyers, they're all trying to buy in that area, and it very quickly
Stop,
started
Phil.
reversing on them.
here we go. Here we go. Did we pull some back? We pulled a little bit back.
600 contracts, 1,000 contracts.
I got a little distracted again.
Instantly jumped in, and it just boom, 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 boom. Really nice and smooth, just went down with no hiccups. And that's exactly what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for those people.
Order filled.
Oh no 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 no.
And then taking advantage the moment they do. And then I got out pretty much around here somewhere. I got out. Pretty much hit exit here somewhere.
Target filled.
Jeez.
I exited here again. Reason being, this right here. Right, so we had obviously all the sellers who joined me coming in, and then the exiting sellers, other sellers are all just getting out of their position because we kind of hit a low, a previous low, so naturally people are going to take profit there, right? Which makes sense. You can see them exiting the market, so I just joined them in the exit, decided to get out as well, and that's pretty much it. So it's like, it's actually really simple. You just have to be quite patient. When you have to be quite quite patient when you're just waiting for the setup, right? And it's going to occur in areas where a lot of people are going to be trading breakouts and stuff like that. That's where it will occur. It's not going to occur in the middle of a range. It's not really going to be the kind of area where you expect people to get trapped. I mean, it can happen, but it's not the ideal place, so to speak, right? Oh shit, sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. My screen is not sharing, is it? Let me go back. There we go.
Oh, are we not allowed to swear? Oh.
No, I mean, it's fine, it's fine. It was wonderful. We shouldn't, but, you know.
I think I've said a few unsavory words.
It's all good. But yeah, update. There is no update, sadly. Those sellers defended it quite well. They defended that area, as I said. But notice how long it took for it to start pushing down a bit, right? Because again, we're relying on people jumping.
No. My internet's being wonky. It's being wonky.
Connection lost.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
For people to jump in, it's going to take some time. You know, it did take some time. It took, I mean, it's 15 minutes. It took at least 20 minutes then. You know, from when it actually got to this area to it now pushing down and the sellers defending it. You know, I mean, it's fine. You can still trade it. It's not, you know, especially if you see heavy volume come in, you can still trade it. That's not a problem. But you are gonna be stuck a bit longer. Whereas with the trap, a couple of minutes, the moment they're all out, it just floods.
Oh, hopefully that wasn't too big of a hiccup.
Forced to get out rather than, you know, deciding to get out. But yeah, we've got about 5 minutes left of this session. We'll look at the comments again. Robert says, good thing it wasn't more oil, or some country might decide they need freedom today. Yeah. Absolutely. All rich nations need a lot of freedom. Oh, that's funny. It's a family show, Walter. Lol.
It's a family show.
One of the anime. I don't know. Honestly, I know nothing.
No, because I said about swearing. Like I said something unsavory.
Oh.
And Robert was like, "It's a family show," so it's a joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good times.
It's all good. I think it's more just YouTube. They don't like people saying any bad words.
Yeah, they'll flag it definitely.
I'm sure the viewers don't mind if the odd word, you know, a swear word comes out. It's not a big deal. I mean, we're all traders. How many times have we screamed at?
Right.
It's happened. We've all.
I mean, it's happened to me this week on quite a few occasions. It was like, what are you doing? By the way, gold is now broken above the prior high. It's now sitting above.
Oh, it did.
The highest high. It's now created a new high of 2.9. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. I mean, a bullish gold, by the way, that's not always present news for the global economy. It means people are fearful. It means people are losing faith in the dollar. People are losing faith in established regimes. And they're putting their money into a safe haven. And gold tends to be that safe haven. So, yeah, the fact that gold has been bullish for like the past few months hasn't actually looked good for the economy, for inflation. Like, people are talking about everything that's going to be happening over the next few months. So, yeah, it's an interesting time.
Yeah. Robert says, oh nice, gold hit my stop loss and then to my target. This is why I hate gold.
Why did you say? Why did you
does
say
silly
stop
things.
loss? Where did you enter? Yeah, well, with gold, it's about, you got to respect it. You know, you got to enter your entry has to be, you cannot try and get in gold in the middle of when it's doing something, because then you get slipped out. You got to get into gold like right before it makes the shift, or right about when it's making the shift. Get in at the right time, because when it shifts, you're safe. You know, you can put your stop loss to break even, whatever. But if you're trying to like chase gold in the middle of the run, you know, it will throw you off. It will stop you out. It will pull back and then keep rallying. So the trick with trading gold, you really have to be disciplined, and you really have to refine your ability to enter at optimal entry points and place your stop loss in the most appropriate place. You know, don't try to aim for like 1 to 20, 1 to 15 by setting tight stop losses, because you're gonna get stopped out more times than you should. But yeah, you gotta trade gold with respect. You gotta be patient. You just gotta enter the right places. That minimizes premature stop outs.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta respect gold. Have to watch the distance of the swings. Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. A few times that I used to trade gold until I just kind of settled the S&P 500. But yeah, it was always, for me, it would either work out really well or really bad. You know what I mean? It did have the I think what people love about gold is when it moves, you know, and it can hit your take profit in like minutes sometimes. You know, it just boom goes. But when you're on the wrong side of it, gold, you hate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. In the same way you hit your TP fast, you also get stopped out fast, and I like that. You know, I don't like when price takes ages to stop me out. If you're gonna stop me out. I want to know within 15 minutes. I don't want to position for an hour and then get stopped out after an hour. That's frustrating. I'd rather get stopped out fast. I know that I'm in the wrong direction, and if you're gonna run, I'd rather it shift, and then I know I'm in the right direction really fast.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we've got about 10 seconds. Last comment was Robert. I haven't just decided to since Walter was talking about it. Okay. Well, that is it. That's the end of this session. Again, sadly, no trades, but we are going to be releasing, so a lot of the coaches will start recording their screens when they are taking trades, and we're going to be releasing like a short 10-20 minute segment of them taking trades. So if I do take a trade today, I'll be recording the screen and making a video about it. You will actually watch it on so because we realized trying to get trades on the live session can sometimes be a bit difficult. It doesn't happen, right? So yeah, we're still gonna
Order filled.
But guys, everyone, Matrix, Robert, Sarah, a few other people, Sage FX. We had quite a few good comments coming in today. Thank you all for watching. Stick around in 15 minutes time. We got
Slowly bringing it back. Slowly bringing it back.
Order filled.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, Sam. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, that's it,
Robert,
folks.
thank you so much. Always enjoy talking anime. And appreciate everyone else for plugging in as well. Hope you guys got something from both Sam and I tonight. And happy trading for the rest of the session, I guess.
Yes, definitely. Happy
Come on,
trading.
baby.
But
Pump it up
signing
to
off.
the
Take care, everyone. Thank you.
opening low.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Nope, I think it just wanted
Stop fill.
some more. It just wanted some more. You know what, that's it. That is it.
Order filled.
We're going in hot. We wanted to hit that right there. And we're going to put that right there. We're going for broke, guys. If it happens, it happens. We shouldn't be doing that with this account, but we are. So want to get out. So want to get out of the trade. We're going to let it hit. That's where we're going to put it at. Because it already did. It already hit yesterday's low. If you see that here, or this is yesterday's, this is the prior day's low. We already hit that. Or was that the... Oh, maybe not. Here suggests that we're just going to blow up to right there, which is fine. I don't mind.
Stop filled.
Pulling some of it back. Dang, that is just rough right there. Anyways, folks, I think that is it for the day. We do have to get to work. All the loves, peace, and joy. Thank you for stopping in, and we will hopefully, we have a red day here. On our other account, we do have a green. Overall, I think we just did not do well. And I want to jump into this trade right here now. This is actually looking pretty good for more upside. I don't know how much I trust it, but let's give that one a go. Put our stop loss there. We will punch for an up. How about we punch for an up to there? Hopefully gain some traction back. I think I need to probably have tighter profit taking. Might be helpful.
Stop filled.
Yeah, see? You see? If we were to do that, boom. I wanted to move it down right here. Oh, it would have hit anyways. I wanted to move it down. It just was too late. But it was okay. Maybe we just have to have tighter profits taking. I think maybe that's where we're starting to lose trades. So likely we'll need to start adjusting for that. That looks, see, I would have probably took that for an up, and we probably should take it down. Let's just see, you know, take it back down to here, just to just wipe out these people. Let's see. I want to say it's gonna wipe out this area right here, and then truck, boom. Nope. Oh, good thing. So let's just see how many pips that is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe I should start putting things like 5 pips, 5 to 10 pips lower. I still think we take this area. You just created some imbalance. There's some imbalance right around here as well. So let's just see. See, I think that's when it would have been a good time to jump in on the 10 contracts. So it did take out this area, like I said, and then we're gonna break up. Because why? Because it said, hey, let's just take some of these stop losses. Anyways, I will take that. I'm gonna take that trade right there. Now we have the stop loss underneath there.
Stop filled.
So that one's probably one I should have stayed in. Obviously, would have been good. But anyways, all the peace, all the loves. I do have to get to work.